Are you ready, sucker? 322 in the Southland. A live imaging Tuesday presented by Kia. Downtown LA is on, Jack! Sedano and Kap is on your Tuesday afternoon an hour earlier. You can unlock your ears to entertaining afternoon drive radio right now. Beto Duran, the Cisco Kid, is sitting in for and the man with 38 days left on the air here in LA, Scott Arthur Kaplan.
Christopher Arthur Morales wearing a Dodger hat today. I'm surprised you would even wear a Dodger hat.
I'm a Dodgers
He's
fan
a Dodgers
since
fan.
birth, baby.
Why wouldn't he?
Because he's
anti-Dave.
Because I don't like
Dodgers.
Dave.
Protest Dave.
I don't like nice guy Dave.
Right.
Yeah, he's anti-Dave, pro-Dodger. You can do that.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that are anti-Ham, and then they're pro-Laker. Come on now.
And tonight, and when I get in that Uber at 5 o'clock with best friend Sam Batesh, good old friend. You know,
Wait,
Cap,
Sam
you know.
Batesh, producer?
Of course I do.
Well, yeah, way back when. He was producer.
Yeah.
We will be heading in, and that blood will start to feel blue as I head into Chavez Ravine to take down copious amounts of cocktails, beer, and Dodger dogs.
Whoa, you're rich, huh?
Get a bobblehead? Yeah, I know, right? This night out could be more expensive than going to, like...
Yeah. You could go to Del Rey and order everything on the menu
Right.
and cheaper than a couple
I had a
beers.
great night at Del Rey a few weeks ago.
Beautiful. We got to take Cappy.
Did you hook up with the mayor there again?
No, Mayor wasn't there. Plus, I don't have that kind of pull.
She listens. Stop.
Beto pulled in the mayor.
She's going to be running for Congress pretty soon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So then we'll say, did you hook up with the congresswoman?
Well, I mean,
That's Beto's bag, not me.
No.
Oh, Beto, I didn't know that you were with the mayor.
No,
with-
we're
why are you starting
professionals.
crap?
We're professional colleagues speaking a lot of the
Yeah.
circuits for the Hispanic education system.
I know
Oh.
it's hard for you to get into that little brain of yours,
Jeez.
but
Yeah.
sometimes people, even people of the opposite sex, Cappy, can be colleagues.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't even start
that's
with
true.
that. Anyways, back to the Dodgers.
That's true. That's
Don't
100%
get him
true.
going. Don't get
I
him
have
going.
I have colleagues that are female.
Yeah, the
We're all-
Phillies and Mares.
Yeah. No. I got plenty of female colleagues.
One of which
that I have-
you replied all to yesterday.
We are going to get to that story as we talked about on Travis and Sliwa this morning.
You talked about what on Travis and Slater this morning?
Your reply all adventures.
I listened for 10 minutes as I was warming up on the treadmill. Morales was on fire this morning. Oh, my goodness. You and Cappy, you and Slee, beautiful. Chris is ready to go, man. He's energized. He's energized today.
Well, that's because he's got a short show here today before we hand off to
You
the
got a
Eastern
short
Conference
contract.
Finals. That is true, but
ECF game one.
I've decided that the month of June, I'm going to start taking a bunch of mental health days. So now, today being May 21st, I don't know, man. I mean, 38 days is a long time, but I mean, between now and then, there's a lot of days off, I think.
Feel
A
free.
lot of
I got
days.
lots of time in June. Let's go.
Yeah, I got lots of days off.
Summer of Cap.
Oh, and then, dude, I've made all these plans for July, man. I'm starting in Pittsburgh, then Philadelphia.
Nobody's worried
then
about
New
it.
York, then down to North Carolina, then Florida. I mean, like a full month of July on the East Coast. So looking forward to that.
So we've got to welcome a new partner today. We're going to do that in a few minutes. But should we get into the reply all adventure? I'm looking at Lynn's, but she's talking to somebody outside the door.
Oh, there's important people outside the door.
Is there?
Yeah.
Really?
Don't bother her right now.
We got a new partner to announce
just-
today?
I do want to do that.
Okay, I'm curious about that.
So why don't you do this, Cappy? Why don't you tell us about Prize Picks here, real quick?
Well, I'll tell you this about Prize Picks. Beto, you really screwed me last night.
Yep, and I apologized.
That is true. You did apologize.
Yeah.
That was a classy move.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I got going on today, Beto. I've
Hold
decided
on. Let me get off the Wi-Fi. Let me get off the Wi-Fi.
Let me tell you that I have decided to do something completely different now, okay?
Okay.
I'm playing 6 plays to try and win big. We have a listener.
I'm right there with you, bro.
We have a listener here at 710. DeAndre, you remember my boy Bernard who, after the pickleball event, he took you to his car and he opened up his trunk and he popped out a whole bunch of Pumas for you?
Yeah, size 14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you remember that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Bernard, the other day, did what I tell people all the time you can do on Prize Picks. You could turn $10 into $1,000. You could 100 times your money. My boy Bernard Thompson, shout out to BT, had a $10 play and he won $980 on Prize Picks.
Stop it.
Wow.
Win.
$980.
Ain't no way.
I'm telling you guys
No,
straight up
it
for
can
real,
be done.
homeboy.
It can be done.
Straight up for real. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm telling you right now. $10 turned into $980. And that's what I'm going for tonight. I got baseball guys, basketball guys. I got a WNBA player, Kelsey Plum, to go for more than 2.5 3-point shots. So I got 6 players in total from baseball and basketball from tonight's Eastern Conference Finals all the way to the WNBA, and I'm playing 6 players tonight to try and win big. I'm not going for the 2. I'm going for the 6. I'm trying to get the big money now. Download that PrizePicks app. Use my code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. They'll match your first deposit 100% up to $100. You put in 100, they put in 100, you got 200. Then you, me, Beto, and 5 million people, including my boy Bernard, are all getting ready to play and win. Download the PrizePicks app and use my code Cappy.
Exactly right. 327 in the Southland. Don't forget Eastern Conference Finals Game 1, which Sedano on the sidelines will be courtesy of ESPN Radio. Wow, that was a loud ding. Well, it'll be coming up tonight.
We're bringing it today.
At 5 o'clock on 710 a.m. and on the all-new ESPN LA app. And tonight on the app at 7 o'clock, LAFC take on London United. You can hear that. Just hit the LAFC tile on the all-new ESPN LA app. I got to do the imaging in a second. You only got a few hours to do the imaging, sucker. You better hurry up.
By the way, George is calling the game for ESPN Radio.
Oh, I thought he was on the sideline.
No, I think he's on the sideline.
No, he's sideline.
he's on
He's
the
sideline.
Oh, I thought it said that he was calling.
You know
it.
what,
It's,
Lindsay?
Test assure.
See,
Okay.
this is just
Testy.
like last week when she's trying to pit me against
Right.
Sedano. You want to be able to text him and say, "Oh, Morales said only sidelines, but you're the big play-by-play star,
He
George."
said he was doing play-by-play
No,
for the
no,
Eastern
no,
Conference
no.
Finals.
No.
That's
Mark
all.
Kerstershear and PJ
Kestisher, have some
Carlson.
respect. Mark Kestisher, one of the best in the business.
Well, excuse me for mispronouncing his last name.
He's the voice of NBA Finals for ESPN Radio. He's a big fixture on ESPN Radio. Have respect.
Okay. Well, it's not about disrespect. It's just called a mispronunciation.
There's, I mean, it could have been worse, and he could have mispronounced Asminger.
That's right.
Just
That's
saying.
right.
He's just a
How do you
host.
say his name? Asminger?
Asminger, that's right. Kestisher, PJ Colissimo, and George is on the sideline.
What is that guy's real name again? Amsinger?
No, Asminger.
No, the real name. His actual
Yeah,
name.
Asminger.
I forget what his real name was now.
I think it's Assringer
Come on.
Cap, stop.
is what he is. I think that's what it is.
All right. Why don't we take a bit of a timeout?
Please.
And when we come back,
Get your kids back in the car.
guess what? Cappy does it again, this time on a corporate email.
Amsinger, that's it.
That's
Asminger.
next. That's next. Sedano and Cappy with Beto here.
All right, parents, here's some fun facts for you here from Children's Dental Fun Zone. First tooth, first visit. Once those teeth pop out, you gotta bring them to Children's Dental Fun Zone. And as far as ortho is concerned, you gotta get those kids here by the age of 8.
Yes, indeed. 334 in the Southland.
Yeah.
A live imaging Tuesday presented by Kia, downtown LA, on Sedano and Cappy.
Bop.
Today is World Meditation Day. And Lord knows there's a lot of meditating that goes on when you got to work at this place. Also on this day, in 1997, the number one hit, Hanson. Bop. And technically, and producer Lindsay, tell me if you agree or not. I remember in high school, like Hanson was the first actual boy band that struck, because that was like freshman year. Then Backstreet, then NSYNC, then, 98 Degrees was out already, but Hanson was like the first one that people were talking about a lot.
Yes, because I feel like I don't know, it's like something about like their look.
They were the clean cut kids.
Yeah, and they're playing
Go,
instruments
go,
and
go.
stuff, so they're an actual band.
Oh, jeez, it's shaking
Look at
in
Big
here.
Boy go.
It is
Look at him.
shaking in here. Look
I
at
Oh my
love
God.
Hanson.
Dude, somebody get him oxygen.
No, I feel great.
I saw them in concert, and DeAndre said he's never heard this song. How
No,
have you never seen it?
because it's
Shocking.
25 years old.
But still, the song was
and they're
everywhere.
little white kids from Tulsa. They're like,
Everywhere.
DeAndre, luckily you don't know nothing about no Hanson.
right. DeAndre knows about the boys, right? Cross colors, crisscross. He knows about that.
Well, he doesn't
Jump,
know
jump.
about the boys that were in the late 80s.
Yeah, the boys.
Down my heart.
Yeah.
Why don't you look that up?
The
The boys
are
from
legit.
Compton, they were in the
Yeah,
late 80s.
they were good.
They were on
Right now,
Motown.
he immediately backed up, and he's now looking it up. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, see, Cappy, you thought I was going to be all out of breath after that.
Yes, I did. But we've let you calm down.
He's in his zone.
I am in
Give
a
him
zone.
some oxygen.
No, I don't need oxygen. I've been on the Peloton, sucker.
Oh.
I almost clicked on Alex Toussaint on Saturday, but then I thought, I'm not ready for that.
Dude, Club Bangers class will do you straight. Seriously.
I got to be honest. I enjoyed the male teachers more than the female because the female ones are very much over the top with like, today's your day. We've got it. This is our fitness journey together.
Oh, that
it's a little much.
positive reinforcement.
I like
when
it
they-
sometimes, but the guys are more like, okay, fatty, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, oh yeah, right.
Move that panza. Let's go.
Exactly.
And how long are these Peloton classes you're doing?
10 minutes.
No, I've been doing the 20s, and I tried at 30, and to be honest, I got to 27 minutes, and I was like, I'm done.
At least you're doing it, man.
Were you
Good for
bored
you.
or was your butt hurting?
So the biggest issue is the butt hurting at this point.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
you
you know
get
what you
used to
need?
it at some point?
No,
Yeah,
here's what you
eventually
need.
you will.
You need a pair of shorts that has a chamois in them.
Can you send me a link for chamois shorts?
No, you need cycling shorts,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
Oh,
it.
I do?
Yeah, they come
Yeah.
with the pad.
Oh,
Yeah, they get this big
Yeah.
old
So,
pad
like-
in there.
It's like a. Oh,
and then when you got it hurts.
Right, no, it does hurt. But that's why you got to get the cycling shorts,
yeah, you
sucker.
get saddle sores.
Right.
Can you send me a link for those? Do they
Yeah,
make
I'll
them?
send you a
Do they
link.
make them
Get
in my
him a
size?
pair.
Yeah, I will get you a
No,
pair.
they do. There's some big cyclers out there. My brother,
Because I got those big thighs.
so my brother cycles with a bunch of principals every Saturday morning. They go from L.A. down to like Dana Point and back, right? So there's some gorditos that are cycling, and
So I'm a
So there's
gordito?
some gorditos?
yeah, so like all these principals, and my niece Sarah is listening, so she knows because one of us is her principal.
Right.
They all say they're powered by carnitas because these dudes get down to they get to Dana Point and they'll find a spot, have a couple beers, crush some carnitas, some tacos, and then power right back, man. So there's some big dudes out there cycling.
They smoke weed on those rides too, or no? I mean, if you're going to drink beers and eat carnitas, a lot of people like to smoke weed too.
And then you got to ride 75 miles back stoned
Not 75 miles.
from L.A. to Dana Point. How far do you think it is?
They're not riding 150 miles in one day.
That's
Believe
what they
me.
do. That's what they do.
No, they
yes,
don't.
they do. Okay.
No, they don't.
Okay.
They do not.
Okay.
But you know what Cappy does?
They leave at 6 in the morning. They're back later on that afternoon. Why am I justifying it to you? They're all listening. They're going to get after you right now.
Okay,
So-
hey, principals, tell us how many miles you ride on that day, because it ain't 150.
They park at Ballast Point in Long Beach, and they
Okay.
get down to Dana Point.
Right, so I'd
Right?
say about 40 miles south, maybe.
All right, well, whatever it is, Cappy.
Well, it's different. Be 80 miles versus 150 miles. It's a big deal.
They
That's
do.
a big distinction.
They do the L.A. to San Diego once a month. They do all that stuff. They're
All
crazy.
right.
They're crazy people, but they got the carnita power.
And there's some gorditas.
Gorditos.
Gorditos, not
Yeah.
gorditas.
No.
No big mamas out there.
Can you search the Forrest Gump music? Because I'm going to be doing a story here, and I like it when I play the feather
Oh
song.
my goodness.
By the way, don't forget, Eastern Conference Finals, Game 1. Sedano's on the broadcast. There's a debate on what he's doing tonight.
Sidelines.
I said I'm wrong.
Sidelines.
You can hear it at 5 p.m., courtesy of ESPN Radio, the network, right here on 710 a.m. in the all-new ESPN LA app. Then LAFC versus London United, part of the U.S. Open Cup. Not the CONCACAF Cup, but the U.S. Open Cup. That's at 7 p.m. on the LAFC tile on the ESPN LA app. Don't forget, by the way,
CONCACAF Cup?
that's a bit.
CONCACAF?
CONCACAF. It's a
Yeah.
bit.
Oh.
And then you get a Fanta afterwards.
You got the music in there, homeboy? You got it? Okay, play it when you're ready. Oh, yes. So last night, and many of you that work in corporations, you know there's corporate emails, and there's distribution lists, like staff@goodkarmabrands.com or whatever. So we have the Good Karma distribution list, but obviously we're still on a lot of the ESPN local distribution list, the content side.
You also just gave out the email address.
No, that's not a real email address.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, we have blockers, which apparently ESPN doesn't. But we have blockers to where only people that are in the distribution list can send to the distribution list. Nevertheless, ESPN has like a Los Angeles office one. So last night, apparently there was an email from somebody in facilities HR talking about a new feature on the 5th floor of the television building, a new mini gym for, well-being and wellness. And then we all on this distribution list, which probably is 1,000 people.
No, it's not. Is
It's
it?
probably about, I would guess, like 500 people.
So the person, I
Wait.
won't say the person's name because
I
we don't
can
need
tell, it's like
we don't need
300.
people emailing her.
Yeah.
But the person, we get a reply email. So this email goes out, and then there's an email from one Kaplan, Scott, because that's how corporate emails work.
Wait, he has an ESPN account now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Congrats.
First time I'm using it.
Oh, jeez.
This is he says the person's name, Scott Kaplan from the Afternoon Drive Show on ESPN LA. I literally live across the street at the East Central Hotel. Is this fitness center open to me? Thank you for the emails, ! Scott. Now let's talk about how we break this down. Because this now hits everybody. And all of our phones start exploding. I'm in 3 different show group chats. Oh my God, Cappy. Because the nightmare, and we all have that nightmare that you accidentally hit reply all and it goes to the company. But the funny part is, here's my part. Scott Kaplan from the Afternoon Drive Show on ESPN LA. Now, first of all, this person who's in facilities or what have you, they probably don't even know there's a radio station.
Yeah, they work in
They
TV.
don't.
They have no idea, let alone know what afternoon.
And by the way, the radio
drive means.
station's no longer truly part of the ESPN company. It's owned by Good Karma Brands. We have a content licensing agreement, so they really don't worry about it.
And a completely different building.
Yes. But Scott Kaplan from the Afternoon Drive Show. Like, this is 1977. Hey, brother, I'm doing Afternoon Drive in L.A., sucker.
Hey, this is WKRP right
Exactly.
here. And doesn't even say from Sedano and Cap.
Right.
Just says Scott Kaplan.
Exactly.
Should have dropped Sedano's name.
Then he still, but I give him credit. He works in a promotion of a partner, mentioning that he lives at the East Central.
Literally.
Literally across the street.
It's literally across the street.
And then the
Why do
thing.
you tell them that you live at the East Central, though?
Well, hold on. Chris is breaking it down, and then I will retort.
Okay.
Now, here's the question that Travis, Sliwa, Emily, and Jorge had this morning, and we still have this question.
Okay, go ahead.
Was there a reply from this person in facilities?
Okay, what do you think?
I think no.
I think yes.
I say no.
Just
Okay,
to
you
you, though. Nobody
Producer D?
else.
I think no.
Okay. Do you guys want the Funchy? What do you think? Yes or no?
No.
No, negative. So we have how many yeses and how many nos?
I'm the only one who thinks that you got to reply.
Okay. Would you like the answer now?
Yes.
Okay, the answer is 100% a resounding reply.
No.
She's a very nice lady, and, she probably was like, hey, by
I
the way,
thought legit I roll delete this.
Oh, probably still, but. So what was the reply? Can you use the fitness center on the 5th floor?
Okay, so let's just start off with a couple of things here because
Yes,
this is
you
important to
can.
get to.
Hold on here.
This
Let me
is
put my
very
feet
important
up.
to get to, okay?
Why did you say
Let me get
afternoon drive?
comfortable.
Okay, let's start off with this.
And well, imagine if he wrote afternoon drive show on ESPN LA and winner of host of the year in Mandy's one.
And man of the people in year one.
And man of the people.
Right.
And show of the year.
Show of the year in year two.
And
right.
Cappy Cast.
And
Right.
boyfriend of Rachel.
Right.
And little Cappy's uncle.
Owner of Sided.
Correct?
4 kids
I
in
mean,
college.
I could have given them the entire resume.
You could have.
I'm surprised there wasn't a cited mention, though.
Why?
Because I feel like, that's, kind of the MO.
Is it the MO to use the facilities?
You could use a poll from Cited.
No, but-
Can I use it or not use
But
it?
it's also not in,
That's pretty good, Beto.
but it's also not in the MO to lie and never mind. About
What am I
I
lying about?
literally live.
All right, let him go.
across
Let him
the
go.
street.
Well, I do literally live across the
We only
street.
got till 5.
Okay.
Let him go. It's
Go ahead,
3:43.
Yeah, really. I mean, this could take an hour and a half. Really. So here's the
My
thing.
feet are up. I'm ready.
So I received this email from this person who I've never met before. Okay? And the fact of the matter is that at this company, those of us in radio are second-class citizens.
Don't say that.
Stop.
Don't
That's
say
what-
that.
You
That's
got the
true.
email. Just go.
That's
with it.
true.
No, we're not.
We love ESPN. It's a great place to work. We're all a
We
team.
love our
We're
partnership
all
between
one,
Good Karma Brands and ESPN.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying
One team, one
is-
heart. Let's go.
What I'm saying is, though, is that the TV building is a separate entity. It's a separate building. It's a separate facility. And very frankly, I've only been in there one time. And the fact is, I don't even know if my ID would get me into that building.
Well, you'll be in there one more time in about 38 days for your exit meeting.
Somewhere in between now and then, I got 38 days. I get to go to the TV building.
No, it'll
for
be
the
over.
exit?
It'll be over here these days.
That's usually where they take your badge.
Oh, okay.
No, to answer your question, back pre-pandemic, we all had access to the TV building. Also, they own the radio station still. But after the pandemic, they did it on a very limited quantity,
Okay,
basically.
so she
Okay,
replied.
so-
she replied.
DeAndre
So the
and
first
I had
person-
no problem getting in when we went to get our T-shirts.
Because you're employees.
But they didn't have a T-shirt for
All
Cap,
right,
so
all right,
his
all right.
might not
Come on,
work.
Cappy. Let's go. Focus
Well,
here.
well,
Focus.
well, just that's my point. So that they don't have a T-shirt for me because I am A, in radio, not in TV, and B, unlike Lindsay, I think, and maybe DeAndre as well, I am a part-time employee versus a full-time employee. So I don't know if
Just
I have
go.
any.
No, you're not.
Beto, shut up.
No, we don't
I'm
need all those
explain-
details.
But
We don't need those details about
Beto,
part-time,
Beto,
full-time. Nobody cares
Beto.
about that. They
No,
should
no.
reply.
Here it
Beto,
comes. Here
They
it
should
comes.
reply.
Here it
Beto,
comes.
They should reply.
Beto,
Let's go.
Beto, listen to me.
It doesn't
You're
matter.
so-
Those details don't matter. They
Beto,
don't.
Beto.
Say it. Say what you want to say.
Here's what
My
I
show.
say.
It's my
No,
show.
no.
Say
Play
it.
the,
Do a
play the
Sedano.
Can I
Sedano.
talk?
Play the Sedano. Play the Sedano.
Come on, say it, Cappy.
It's
This
George's
is why,
show.
Can I
Can
talk?
I
Beto,
talk?
this is why you are impossible to deal with.
Yes.
Because
It's my show.
because honestly, dude, you are, and you said it yesterday, you are a bit killer. You
No,
kill
wait.
everything.
I'm not killing. You're
You
just
are
giving
killing
details that
every-
nobody
Beto,
needs to
Beto,
know.
Beto, how do you know what everybody needs to know? They're reading my email that was a private communication. They violated my HIPAA.
No, that's
privacy.
not HIPAA. That's not HIPAA. Just so we're clear, that's not HIPAA.
HIPAA. This is HIPAA.
HIPAA pig.
This is HIPAA. You violated my HIPAA.
Stop distorting, Cappy. You're distorting.
Beto, let
right,
me
go ahead.
go.
Just let him go. Play the music. Give him a music for pacing.
Beto,
Let
if
me
you ever listen
go.
to our show, you do know that we wait for Cappy to finish
He's
the story.
a bit killer.
And
He
then
kills
we say,
everything.
Cap, could you have done that a little bit quicker?
I don't get
He's
that far.
He's the bit killer.
Go ahead.
So you want the breakdown? Here's the breakdown. I don't know if I'm invited into the TV building. I don't know if my ID works in the TV building. I don't know if I am entitled to go use this facility or I'm not entitled to use it. So my first thing was, hi, I'm Scott Kaplan. I'm one of the afternoon drive hosts, or however I phrased it. Now, Beto says she doesn't know what afternoon drive means. Maybe she doesn't. I'm identifying myself because I don't know this person. The next thing I'm saying is, hey, this is really great. I live across the street. I'd love to use this facility if it were available to me. And then lastly, hey, thanks a lot for the communication. And I replied all. And by the way, as soon as I did it, I received my own email. And I thought to myself, what the hell did I just do? And then, moments later, George sent a screenshot in the group chat, of which, by the way, Beto, you are now a part of. So you get to see all the communication. And I said, oh no, I replied all. How many people did I reply all to? Did I embarrass myself? Did I say something stupid? Oh my goodness. And then everybody just started pounding on me.
Well,
You idiot. You replied all to everybody. And then it wasn't just bad enough that George started it and everybody piled on top of me. Then this morning, Emily did as well. And I guess I've been taking it all day long. But here's the thing. I didn't know if I could go there. I didn't know if I was invited in. I'll bet you there were a lot of other people that didn't as well. I spoke for the entire group when I replied all. And guess what? We're all welcome to use the Pelotons on the 5th floor at the ESPN TV building. You're welcome. You violated my HIPAA.
if you got the email,
No, we
you're
didn't.
invited.
You know, you say that, though, Lindsay, but I didn't know if I was invited.
But I think, honestly, though, I feel like you're part of the distribution list, as Chris mentioned, that would include you as an employee.
Yeah.
So that
Well-
means you were invited. And
Well, now I'll be using... Hey, Chris, I hope you're ready. Bring your Peloton
No,
shoes,
I'm
sucker.
not. I'm not working out
Yeah.
in the middle of the workday. I'm
Yeah.
not doing that.
No, not in the middle of the workday, the morning.
So I come dressed for work and then I'm working out.
they have showers there.
Do they still have the showers?
Yeah,
I used
you
to
and
use
me.
those a lot
You
back
can
in the
use
day.
them, yep.
We're going to shower together.
Okay.
We're going to Peloton, and then we're going to shower.
It'll be like
Not
that.
only that-
It's gonna be like that one weird night at Yamava.
Not only that,
It wasn't
Cappy,
that weird.
They not only do they have the 2 Pelotons, but they have yoga mats. They've got the little barbells. They have the relaxation area with a massage chair and Theraguns.
Get ready. We're gonna shower
And
together.
noise-canceling earphones, so you guys can
First-
also relax and Theragun
First,
each other
we're going to
afterwards.
Peloton. We're going to Peloton together.
Yeah.
We're going to yoga.
Yeah.
Then we're going to Theragun each other.
There you go.
And then we're going to
There's
shower
3 of
together.
them. There's 3 Theraguns.
And,
Really?
and now I'm going to reply all to ask, is it okay if I use the showers?
I think
Is it okay if I Theragun a friend while taking a shower?
Hey, here's the thing. I was so, like, once I did it and I received my own email, I was like, oh no, what did I do? Is there any way to call that back before
No.
it reaches everybody?
So the recall option is this fake thing because people get it, and then it says you've recalled it. And depending on the server, sometimes it'll disappear on the server, but like it's still in your phone.
if somebody opens it, I think, or
It's-
if they
it's
see
there.
it. Because I tried using it the other day when I made an error in something, and like the same thing happens. Like it shows you when you click on it, and it'll say like, it's still there, unless the person opened it or it like reached their phone email, then it's still there.
Don't you
Well, that
see
was
how
beautiful.
important these details were, Beto?
To everybody in LA, you're welcome. We made this story shorter. Congratulations.
I think you actually made it longer by making Cap go off on that tangent. But
The
he is
tangent
right.
was great.
You
though.
know what,
was,
Cap?
it was.
Hey, let's talk about JJ Redick instead.
Hey man,
Wait, you want to talk about JJ Redick now?
No chance.
You want to talk about JJ Redick?
You can get JJ Redick into that Peloton room on the 5th floor. You can get him in. He's an ESPN employee. I bet you he has
Yeah.
access.
In
can
fact,
get
when
in. I
Greg and
can't
I
get in.
were over there, we saw RJ, Richard Jefferson, walking out. He might be using the Peloton. Maybe you can like catch up with JJ on the Peloton, Cappy.
oh, 9 minutes in front of 4 o'clock. More fun and frivolity coming up.
I love you,
It is
Cap.
Sedano and Cap
I love
combo
you,
play because we
baby.
got 5 o'clock Easter Conference Finals Game 1. Cappy, tell us about Cryo Bank, would you please?
Oh, wow. Let me turn this off.
Oh, Beto, no, this is perfect for you, Beto. This is perfect for you. We are looking at the California Cryobank. We are looking for young men between the ages of 19 and 38 years old. Beto, do you fit in? Can you work in the U.S.? Of course you can. You can make up to $1,500 a month, and you can help other people live their dreams by creating a family. Listen, some of us have gotten lucky, right? You know, you do it, kids come out. That's the way it goes. But some of us try to do it, and then it just doesn't work for some reason. Well, guess what? If you're young and you're healthy and you can work in the U.S., you can make $1,500 a month Food's expensive. Gas is expensive. Rent is expensive. Oh, my God. You can make $1,500 a month for doing something you do at home for free. All you have to do is apply at spermbank.com. That's spermbank.com. Apply today.
Next Gen is the official AC heat.
Five minutes in front of 4 o'clock, sucker. A live imaging Tuesday presented by Kia, downtown Los Angeles, on Sedano and Cappy combo plate, which means we moved up an hour. So hour 2 is just beginning in the 4 p.m. hour. You get that? Meanwhile, on this day in 1994, the number one hit, another boy band, mid-90s boy band, All for One. No way producer D's heard this song. I swear.
I have heard this song.
Oh, okay.
Till death do us part. I love you with every piece of my heart, and I swear about one thing. I better win tonight on Underdog Fantasy, because it's been a tough road.
Welcome.
My first splash into daily fantasy. Well, I love playing Underdog Fantasy. It's a fan favorite way to play fantasy sports. Of course, I've been getting in deep on the NBA playoffs. Tonight, I'm going to do a different strategy for my pick'em game where I pick 2 to 5 players to build a pick'em entry. I'm going to go all lowers. See if that works tonight for ECF Game 1. All lowers. Endless projections to choose from. You create your own experience. The promo code is 710. Help a brother out. Help a brother out. Promo code 710, underdogfantasy.com, or go to get their easy-to-use mobile app. It's legal in California, and it's a ton of fun to play along as you watch the games. And this has been fun the last 2 weeks. I just wish I could win some money. You know what I mean, Zucker?
It wasn't fun for me and Beto last night. Me and
that
Beto
one
had
hurt.
Who did we had one of the hockey players.
Connor McDavid, time on ice.
Yeah,
I messed it up.
23 and a
I
half
talked you out of
minutes.
it. Because they weren't supposed to be up 3-0. I thought it was going to be a good, close game.
Right. And there I was sitting there, and I'm texting Beto going, look at this. They're up 3-0.
Yeah,
He's
were
already
done.
played like 13 minutes. What's the likelihood that he's going to play 10 and a half minutes in the third period when you've got a 3-0 lead?
Terrible.
I don't remember who the other guy was we had from Calgary, but he did have the
He had hits.
See, you guys are getting exotic. I've been trying to keep it mainstream.
that's
Maybe that's
hockey.
what I got to do. I got to go exotic.
Oh, wait. Get to the KBO, bro. That's where you got to make some money.
Exactly right. Go to get that easy-to-use mobile app or underdogfantasy.com. Sign up with promo code 710, and Underdog's going to give you a mystery special pick to use on your first pick'em entry and a deposit offer. Underdog Fantasy, promo code 710 to claim your new customer special of a mystery player pick and your deposit offer. Here's the legal stuff. Must be 18 plus and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Promo code 710, underdogfantasy.com. Get that all-new mobile app. And then you can be beautiful, just like me, sucker.
It was JT Miller who we took on hits, Cappy.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what hits mean, but he hit it. It was 2.5 hits. He had 3.
We
Whatever.
sound like a bunch of scumbag degenerates, don't we?
But we usually win.
I've not been winning.
Yeah.
I'm going to go big tonight. I'm going all lowers, and I'm going to max out because on Underdog Fantasy, you get 10 times, 100 times your money. I'm going to try to do that
All
tonight.
right, let me know what you're doing so we know the opposite.
You talk about scumbag degenerate gamblers, okay? Are you guys following the story now about how Otani's former teammate with the Angels is under investigation with Major League Baseball? I mean, this is a guy that, honestly, you would look at it and you go, I don't know who this person is. I mean, they're not even using his name in the headline. The headline is Major League Baseball officially investigating gambling allegations against Shohei Otani's ex-teammate. Not, hey, here's this guy named David Fletcher, who was a former Angels player. He's known as Otani's ex-teammate because that's a much juicier headline, as if to intimate to everybody, hey, you know how everybody kind of blew off the whole Otani thing and Major League Baseball brushed it under the rug, and then they had the Otani bobblehead night, and the next day the LA City Council was like, hey, it's the 17th. It's Otani Day. And no one wants to hear that Otani could have, might have, may have, I don't know. People say he 100% did know what was going on. Now it's his interpreter and his former best friend on the Angels.
Cappy, the thing about that yesterday, the headline was ex-Angel being investigated. He's currently in the Braves organization right now.
Right.
That's not going to get you the sexy headlines. It's going to get you the clicks. And Fletcher, remember when the story came out? It said, how did Ipe meet this bookie? It was Fletcher who introduced him at a golf tournament, and Fletcher's the one that got him into the poker games that they started with.
So
And
let
he's
me ask you,
described by ESPN as one of Shohei Otani's, quote, closest friends in baseball.
Which is interesting because I poked around a little bit and it was like, nah, Otani didn't have close friends on that team. He knew people, he talked to people, but when close friends, not really.
By the way, 4 o'clock at KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
So here's my question for everybody. Are you completely, do you still think there's anything nearby Otani related to this story? Now you've got the interpreter, who's definitely the fall guy. Now you've got a former teammate who, according to what you're saying, Beto, was the guy that introduced Ipe to the bookie. And according to the reports, that he was his quote-unquote closest friend. To your point, he may not have had anybody close, but he may have been the closest of the people that were far away.
He was homies with Ipe. That's his close friend. Fletcher and Ipe were homies.
Okay.
Because they had something in common, the
Connect the
gambling
dots.
with that bookie. ...
Listen, if you
Those
don't,
two
if
were
you don't
involved.
believe that Shohei really had no knowledge or connection, then maybe you believe that JJ and LeBron don't talk about the Lakers' head coaching job.
That's a great analogy.
Because simply as friends, Again, and I said this 2 months ago when we were talking about this. Shohei and Ippei were best friends. If your best friend sat down to every meal with you and was constantly on the phone, was constantly seeming in turmoil, because owing that much money, I would think you would seem a little bit in turmoil. And you simply don't say, hey, man, why are you on your phone constantly? Are you talking to somebody? You talking to a breezy? You doing okay? Something going on in your life? I could imagine, again, Cappy and I work well together. I wouldn't call us best friends. I wouldn't even call us friends. Maybe acquaintances. Right, Cappy?
You guys are way more than that.
At
But
best.
if I saw you on your phone nonstop, and by the way, I think you and I have had this conversation where we're having a meal and you're on your phone. I'm like, is it Rachel? What's going on? Oh, I'm talking to my business guy, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, cool. Now, yeah, Ippei could lie, but how many times is he lying to his, quote, best friend, Shohei Otani? That Shohei Otani, who's worth hundreds of millions of dollars, wouldn't be asked by Ippei at some point, hey, can you help me out? I'm drowning in gambling debt. The fact that this, now obviously he did, but the fact that we believe that that didn't happen and that he just stole the money, that seems ridiculous. It does. It seems ridiculous that at some point he didn't say to Shohei, his best friend, oh, by the way, what do you think of this game tonight? I've got a little, I got a little action on it. If you want to believe that because, Otani is in Dodger blue, and he's the savior that's going to save Dave Roberts from blowing it every year like he does every year in the playoffs. If you really believe that, that's cool. But I know this, and I said this to Mason and Corporate Greg. If he was an angel, we would all be tearing him down.
No doubt about it. If he were an angel right now, and particularly had he gone back to the Angels when Dodger fans assumed, and they were right, that he was coming to the Dodgers, if Otani were an angel right now, every Dodger fan who says he's innocent, he had nothing to do with it, I've accepted his explanation, every Dodger fan right now, if Otani were wearing an Angels uniform, would be like, he should be kicked out of baseball. He should never play again.
Don't you think that'd be the case if he signed with any other team than the Dodgers?
Probably. And I say that wearing a Dodgers hat. So you could say I'm not a fan, I don't care, blah, blah.
Nah, you and Kevin Gross go way back, so you're legit.
Exactly. Kevin Gross took me into the clubhouse to meet Tommy when I was like 8 years old. Nevertheless, it's just his reality. That doesn't make Otani a bad guy. Doesn't mean he should be kicked out of baseball. But let's all open our eyes and use reality. Right, Cappy?
There's a reason that Fletcher is no longer on the 40-man in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But why is he even in their minor league system?
Because you might need a right-hander to come up. You know, is he a right-hander?
No, he's an infielder. He went to Cypress High, played at LMU.
I'm joking.
Although I did see him on video today throwing a bunch of knuckleballs and striking guys out in the minor leagues. Seriously. But listen, here's the thing. I said this from the very beginning of this whole story. There are two camps. There are Dodger fans who will believe that he is completely innocent and should be absolved of any responsibility. And then there's everybody else in baseball that's jealous that the Dodgers were able to give him $700 million, and they are suspicious of Otani. And if you were accepting of the story as it was, which was Ippei stole from him, that's what the government said. That's what Major League Baseball said. Case closed. Ippei stole from him. If you believe that, that's fine. But then the next part of the story about this guy Fletcher, doesn't that make you think, like, there's something there?
I think there's going to be some layers where how many other pro athletes are going to be involved. I think that's going to be something that is probably going to get revealed pretty soon because it's not just going to be one player. Because if you're a bookie and you know you have access to millionaires and Cappy, how many athletes do you know they'll bet on everything possible because you need to get that kind of action, right? You got to get the juices flowing on something, right? So how many more athletes are whose names are just going to get linked pretty soon?
I know a guy. I'm not going to say a name, but I know a guy. And this guy is one of the most famous gamblers in the world. And I asked him, I said, hey, what do you think about all this? And he's like, oh, come on, give me a break. Are you serious? Like, are you even really asking me this? I'm like, yeah, I mean, because on one hand, I could see where the interpreter stole the money. And on the other hand, I could see a world where the interpreter said, hey, I'm in big trouble, man. I need your help. And Otani's like, go ahead, do what you got to do. He's like, yeah, but he had to have known about it. You can't not know when all this money is gone. And people say, oh, well, you know what? They don't even look at their bank accounts. They don't have any idea how much money's in, how much money's out. Okay. I mean, listen, obviously I know that $17 million would be a lot of money to me. $1,700 would be a lot of money. In fact, you know what? 17 cents would be a lot of money. How
That's
about
more
that?
like it right
Well,
there.
you're cheap.
Like when Spirit charges you for that extra, you know what's going on.
Right. I know, man. When I have to bring my backpack on my Spirit flight, I mean, I need that money.
They charge
I
you
would
for your
know it's
backpack?
gone. I think so.
Oh, jeez.
I know, it's bad. It's really bad. I know. But now you can buy like a bundle package, so that's not so bad. Anyway, look, as far as this Otani thing goes, Dodger fans, I know you guys are driving there now. You guys are going to get in line tonight. You got your Otani bobblehead. Now you want your Mookie bobblehead tonight, and you don't want to hear it. I got it. You don't want to hear it. But come on. Something doesn't seem right here still.
Seems a little fishy.
Am I the only person that feels like, I know, Chris, you do. Beto, what do you think, man? I mean, is he absolved? Is he completely innocent? Is Major League Baseball and the government right to just sweep it under the rug? Is it because he's so lovable, he's so marketable, he's so international, he's $700 million, he's the Dodgers? What do you think?
All of that. I think there's a lot that's being swept under. And it's because of the global brand that he is, right? And he brings a lot of eyes to people. But could he have legit not known Cappy? Yeah. I don't know anybody, but I know enough people that were around the Angels and would say, like, this guy really is oblivious to a lot of things. Not just the money part, just to a lot of things that's going on out there. And, I mean, when you have the Fed involved, right? When you have them looking through everything and the bank accounts, what's going on, everything. Is Ipe telling the full story? Probably not. Are we ever going to know the truth? Probably not. Do the Dodgers and Ipe wish it goes away? Yeah. But the more you start peeling away, you're going to find other things. And I think he's done a good enough job, or his team, to keep him insular. And when you hire crisis management lawyers, crisis management PR firms, we're never going to find out what's going on.
I'm looking in the YouTube chat right now, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Here's a guy, Edwin, who says, guys, the government agencies have already moved past this, and you guys peddle this betting app stuff. Let it go. See, that's the phrase right there, let it go. Guys, please, he's my guy. He plays for the Dodgers. He hits home runs. I got his bobblehead. I love him. Let it go. That's pretty much why it has been let go.
Yeah.
Because everybody loves the guy. And by the way, I love him too.
But we don't know anything about him. We still don't know anything about him at all.
Amazing. Really amazing. Now, did you see him last night when the WNBA girls came into the clubhouse?
Yeah.
You know, they threw out the first pitch, these ladies, and then they went into the clubhouse. And Otani, by the way, just this is a complete side note, Otani speaks English. I mean, and he speaks it really well too. You know?
Wait, did you hear him?
Oh, yeah. You could hear him on the video. So Cameron Brink, who was the first pick of the Sparks, and then I think her name is pronounced Rakea Johnson. She was the second pick of the Sparks. The two of them showed up at Dodger Stadium, and they got on their Dodger gear, and they go and they throw out the first pitch. Now, Cameron kind of threw a strike, and Rakea kind of looked like, I don't know, like Master P. You know what I mean? It was bad. You know, it was like people almost got hurt, you know?
I mean 50 Cent. He had the notoriously bad.
Oh, like the 50 Cent,
50 Cent.
in New York?
Did I get Master P?
I mean, maybe Master P can't pitch either, but I think the one you're referring to is 50 Cent.
Maybe I should have said President Obama. I mean, somebody who just absolutely has an all-time awful first pitch.
50's the one. That's the one.
Okay.
Did Obama have a bad one? I don't remember.
Yeah, but Obama kind of had a bad one. Obama looked like a basketball player who's never thrown a baseball. You know what I mean?
What about Baba Booey?
That one was a bad one. Baba Booey from the Howard Stern Show.
What a reference punch. Hey, thanks for joining us.
But then afterwards, Cameron Brink walks into the clubhouse, and Otani comes out to shake hands and say hello. And he looks at her and he goes, "Oh man, you are tall," because she actually was taller than he is. And he's like, "What do you think, Beto's 6'4"?
Yeah. She's 6'3", 6'4", somewhere around there. He's 6'5", something like that.
I mean, I don't know, dude. He was looking up at her. You know, and then they started talking because, you know, his wife is a Japanese basketball player.
Baller.
Yeah. So then there was like, hey, I hope to meet her and I hope to play against her in the Olympics and the whole thing. I mean, it was a very nice thing. And the girls were like, we're so excited to even be invited out. That's where the WNBA is right now, that all of a sudden the two stars of the draft for the Sparks are actually invited to go to a Dodger game, get jerseys, throw out the first pitch, and meet Otani.
That's what you got to do right now. That's the hot guy. You got to go find anything you can for Otani. They're going to have another bobblehead for Otani later on this season. You can never get enough of Otani right now if you're with the Dodgers.
And he's untouchable, and that is why we are where we are. where the story keeps going on and journalists keep digging and digging and trying to find more dirt, and the headlines all read that it's not this guy Fletcher, it's Otani's boy, because everybody's still trying to figure this thing out.
And we will never find out.
But most fans, especially Dodger fans, are like, guys, let it go. I think
They're
that's where
gutless
we're at.
bums, and that's okay. By the way, it is the...
So the guy wearing the Dodger hat.
Well, I'm not a gutless apologist for any of the teams, okay? I'm not going to be out there like, hey, man, JJ's going to do it this year. Everything's going to be different. Why?
He is, because they told us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the Waba Grill Sedano and Cap 4 p.m. hour on 710, presented by Waba Grill. Kids eat free at Waba Grill. Bring your kids in for a free chicken or tofu mini bowl with any entree purchase weekdays after 4. And all weekend long restrictions apply, as I like to say. Waba Grill, the home of the boom boom tacos. Boom boom bam! By the way, we are going to do next, announce a new partner relationship here at 710 ESPN. We're very proud of, very excited for, Cappy.
Okay, and then I know Beto wants to talk about JJ Redick. That's coming up.
JJ, baby!
And his emails.
On 710.
After
Hey parents, another fun fact for you here from Children's Dental Fun Zone. They are open 7 days a week, so your child can be seen any day of the week, and they take emergencies, which is obviously something you need to be aware of because you never know when those emergencies will come about.
Quarter after 4 o'clock in the Southland on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Kia, downtown Los Angeles. Sedano and Cappy, Beto Duran, the Cisco Kid sitting in. Cappy, you know this one, sucker? Is Cappy not there?
Let me take a look.
Was he busy trying to get in the fifth floor gym?
He was.
Well, only because Ramona has been texting me saying that I can't get into the TV building unless I'm her guest.
She's just trying to flex that I'm TV's Ramona Shoba.
I
Come on
think
now.
so. I mean, Cappy, all of our badges work over there.
Probably mine won't work.
This is Notorious B.I.G. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
We lost him
yeah.
in 1997.
Yeah.
On this day in 1980, the Coyote finally caught the Roadrunner in Soup or Sonic. What does that even mean, Wins?
That's the episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
the
episode
cartoon?
of Looney Tunes. Yeah, Looney Tunes.
He finally
They
caught him?
Yeah. It was an episode of Looney Tunes.
No way.
Working here is like being in Looney Tunes, man.
No doubt about that.
All right, real quick before Cappy destroys the segment, let's get a special. You got a special
No, that's
announcement.
my job. I destroy the segment.
You got special
Right,
announcement
he's the
music
big
in there?
killer.
You got special announcement music in there, Big D? I didn't think about this. He's going to give him a
Come
moment.
on, man. Come on, produce, man.
Well, I didn't tell him. I was too busy worried about it. You know, if you were going to do Notorious B.I.G. or not.
Well, were you worried that I was going to reply all on all your emails?
Yeah, you were going to reply all like you did yesterday to a company email.
How many people you think got that email?
I would say 500 to 1,000.
How many of
No,
those
no, I
people you
looked it
think
up.
opened it?
You
It's
looked it up?
It's well, no. If you look on like the group, it tells you like it says however many employees there are, and if you
How
just
many?
put your cursor over it, it says 254 members.
Oh, that's not that bad.
254. I mean, think about that. That's 254 people that now know me.
As a scumbag.
Hello
No,
and welcome to
no.
all the new listeners here at Afternoon Drive.
Right. And they know me as the afternoon drive guy.
Beautiful music.
And they know where you live.
This is perfect. Our Mandy Awards music. I like that.
right
Central.
across the street at the Central. Literally.
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 Promote. That's brand marketing right
That
there.
was George's favorite part. When he was talking in the group chat, he was like, "I love how you said I literally live in East Central."
Literally.
Literally.
At 4:18 p.m. in the Southland on May 21st, Tuesday afternoon, we would like to welcome our friends at Northgate Gonzalez Market to 710 ESPN as our newest partner. This has been years in the making, and we welcome them. And I am proud to say that their endorser here on 710 ESPN will be one Beto Duran. Beto, tell us about Northgate.
Oh, Northgate Market, that's where I go. Cappy, you know the tailgates that I love to throw that
I
are
do indeed.
not sponsored by the station, but just me
Yep.
in the parking lot? Well, because I usually get the stuff from Northgate. That's where I get my cervezas, carne asada, the pan dulce that I bring into the studio. I go get it. Because the Northgate in Paramount, right next to my barbershop, that's where I go. I go to that one right there. It takes care of me. So Northgate, they're butchers, they're carniceros, those metals at Northgate. Every store has a story, right? You walk in there, you want to feel like you're authentic, Cappy. You know, you want to be Eastside Cap, boom.
Right.
You want to be Southside Cap, boom.
Bam!
You want to be other side of the freeway, Cap, boom. Northgate's gonna hook you up, and all summer long. Wait till you see what I got at the softball event. Wait till you see what we got on Sundays when I go see Cappy at Del Mar. Oh my goodness. I just bought another cooler, which I talked to Travis about this. I'm going to have the carne asada cooler. I'm going to have the beer cooler. The truck is loaded, Cappy, and thanks to our friends at Northgate Market, northgatemarket.com. The Northgate Gonzalez Market. Every visit has a story. It started off as a carniceria. And, Cappy, the reason it's called Northgate Gonzalez, because Don Gonzalez, that's the man who started it in the 70s. He bought a little liquor store that said Northgate. Hey, didn't have enough money to change it, so he left Northgate up there. Boom. Now all over Southern California, we're going to take care of you. The metals, the carniceros. Cappy, you want to be my friend this summer. I'm just saying.
Beautiful. Welcome, Northgate Gonzalez Market. I hit up the one in Anaheim right there on State College Boulevard,
Oh,
not
so
too far
good.
from my house. The way home, sometimes I need some tamales.
Oh, yeah,
And
they're
if you
good.
want to walk into a Northgate, unlike a lot of supermarkets, and we love all the supermarkets to partner with us, but when you walk into Northgate Gonzalez Market, it's a party. You go in there at 9 o'clock, you're having fun. People are smiling. They're speaking Spanish to me. I obviously don't
Cappy,
understand. I
you
just
walk
smile.
in there, Cappy, you're going to walk in there. They're going to say, "Hey, Scott, they got you,
yeah.
bro.
Oh,
They
wait.
got
No.
you."
Beto, you don't even understand.
They're
You
going
would
to
have been
say
so proud of
the
me.
Hebrew Hammer has just walked in.
El
That's
hermano.
right. That's right. Beto, you would have been so proud of me the other day. I was right around the corner from the radio station. There's this little Greek place I like. It's called Z Falafel.
Yes.
And it's great. All the guys who work there speak Spanish. You know, they're not like Greek Mediterranean dudes.
No,
They're
we're
Mexican
everywhere.
dudes.
We're everywhere, bro. Wait till you
Right?
go to sushi spots.
So
we
I-
got you.
so I said to the one guy, because I knew he didn't speak English, I said, "Hey, man, ¿qué es tu nombre?" And he said, "Francisco." And he said, "Y tú?" I said, "Scott."
Scott, yeah, baby.
Scott.
Cappy, they just built a mercado in Costa Mesa which makes you know those little towns you go to in Mexico that you love to go with Rachel? They have one of those where they got little spots and they got a stage there, Cappy. We're going to be doing some little events on Sundays there. We're going to be taking over. CONCACAF is coming. We're going to do Cappy, let's just say.
Not CONCACAF Cup?
We're going to do both of them.
The CONCACAF Cup and CONCACAF.
Yeah.
The CONCACAF Cup is coming.
We are going to take care of you, mi amigo.
Oh, nice, man.
422, don't forget, it is a combo plate day, which means we are walking up to 5 o'clock, the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 1 with Sedano on the sidelines, courtesy of ESPN Radio. You'll hear that at 5 p.m., 7:10 a.m. in the all-new ESPN LA app. Then tonight at 7 o'clock, London United versus LAFC, the U.S. Open Cup. That is on the LAFC tile on the all-new ESPN LA app. Hey, sucker.
Wait,
You
is their
better
name
get
London?
London
LAFC.
United. I
Yeah,
think.
me and Funch back here, when we heard that promo, we're like,
London
what is he
United.
saying?
Yeah.
London United? And he says London United.
But is London United like somehow like a minor league club of
Yes.
Manchester United?
No.
No?
I don't know. I'm looking at what the
I
schedule
think
says.
they're just in different leagues, Cap.
They're playing Loudon.
Luden.
So he is
Oh,
right. So
Luden.
it is, because that's what we was like, what did he say?
Why are
Me
we
and Funch
saying
looked at
London?
each other. We could not figure it
Well,
out.
the schedule says London United.
But it's Luden.
It's Luden.
It's going to be, you better have that imaging done, sucker, before you go to the Dodgers
I
game.
was going to say, good thing that we told you, because
Okay.
otherwise you'd have
Wait,
all
let
the
me hear the
imaging
promo.
say
Play
London.
the promo. Play the promo. I want to hear the promo. We can talk about JJ getting the job in a few
Did
minutes.
Yeah,
you
whatever.
What
start
do you mean
the
getting the
imaging?
job? He's already got the
Well,
job.
he's the new Pat Riley. Didn't you hear?
Of course I've heard.
he's
Of course
better.
I've heard.
After 3 wins in a row and 2 clean sheets, the black and gold are rolling. Now, LAFC switch focus back to the U.S. Open Cup as they host USL side Loudon United.
Loudon United.
Loudon United.
Loudon
so
United.
Loudon, I like Luden better though. So Loudon is in the USL, Cappy. They're from Leesburg, Virginia. Shout out to
Okay.
Emily. All right, they're an affiliate of the DC United.
Okay.
That's all I got, bro.
Loudon. Why did we pot it down at Loudon? It got quieter at Loudon.
Well, we potted it down.
I know.
I don't know why.
Play it again. Play it again.
It looked like, Morales was signaling me to pop.
No, I was
That's
signaling
fine.
Lindsay.
It's a
You got to
loud
get your
part.
signals right, D.
That's me. That's my bad.
The supporter group is the Loudon Stampede. They got tailgates, events, and watch parties. They don't have Northgate though, bro.
No, dude, I was going to say you should get some tamales from Northgate.
Oh man, Virginia
You know?
ain't ready.
No, Virginia they don't know nothing about
Oh, when we go to the
Tamales.
3252, Cappy, we're ready. Tamales all day.
How long do you think Mace on January or June 1st is going to survive in the 3252s?
The first half, because he's standing the entire time.
Right.
That's the problem.
Plus,
He's in his 60s, bro. He can't hang.
Is everybody going to get
No, I
him really
didn't
super
think-
baked?
Oh, yeah, he's going with the 420 people.
Yeah.
Right.
He's going to get baked, then they're going to give him a shot, and that's it. He's going to be asleep.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you got to get there early. They get there early for the TIFO. It's going to be a great experience
Wait,
for them.
who's the 420 people?
They're a supporter group for LAFC.
Oh, okay.
So the 3252, they have different sub groups that stay in the behind the.
June 1st at BMO.
Hey, Morales.
The
you're
420
saying,
group.
You're saying the matchup wrong.
Right, it's Loudon, not London.
What were you going to say? Were you going to say London if we didn't talk about this?
I've been saying London for the last 2 hours.
Right.
Nobody
the
said
London
a
United.
thing.
They're a minor league affiliate of the
I
Manchester
like how
United.
we're all like, oh, they're part of the.
Well, no, wait. It's only because me and Funch just noticed it last break when we were like, "What is the team name? Loudon, Luden, London? What is it?"
I don't know.
Astinger?
Hey, speaking of promos, somebody put out today on the Circle of Trust that there was a promo of George talking about how he saved the station, and George was on Twitter saying, "I'm afraid to even ask what happened." What was that promo about? Do you know?
Well, we do a lot of promos here. We got.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
wait till the
anybody-
promo when you tell me to shut up. That's gonna be a good one for tomorrow.
You wanted to say you didn't have
Beto,
the.
will you shut
Right.
up?
You're a big killer.
He didn't have the cojones to
4
say
to
it's my
7,
show.
Monday through Friday.
He didn't. He wouldn't do the Sedano
I
and
was
say it's
trying
my show.
so hard, Captain.
I know.
To get
I was
you.
trying to,
was
I was trying to
there.
get DeAndre to pot it up. Like, can I talk? It's
No,
my
we wanted
show?
you to say it. That's why I
No,
kept
I didn't
going.
want to say it though.
Can I
I don't
talk?
like to
It's
say
my
it.
show.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That was probably some of my best work.
Do we have
right
the
there.
promo?
For
Just
your
playing
afternoon
promos in the
drive.
show.
The fun way to drive home on 710.
By
Boy,
Northgate.
what are you going to do, Morales? When I'm gone, who's going to be there to save your career?
My career?
That's right. Who's going to be there to save it?
Sedano, the same guy who saved it the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, he already admitted I saved the station, so
Yeah,
there's that.
exactly.
And me too. Thanks, George.
Wow. He is everybody's savior.
Yeah.
LA Afternoon Takeover.
See, now that's a good promo.
That is a good promo.
Hey,
That is a-
Cappy. Sorry. Your promos are really good. Why are you being let go?
Because 38 days left on his contract.
I feel like that's a sore subject, Beto.
What am I going to do? Kill the bit? No. Cappy, if your promos are what make the
there's a
station,
promo on that too.
how are they going to get rid of you? Because Sedano does not have your
They have an
chops.
end date. They have an end date in a wide orbit.
Ask
End date.
the boss. Ask the boss. He's sitting right next to you.
I'm not the boss.
Yeah, you are.
All right, DeAndre, why are you getting rid of him?
Well, I don't know why you're looking at me.
You said ask the boss.
I'm not the boss.
Oh.
The
I
boss
follow
is
the
the guy
rules.
sitting next
I
to you.
fall in line.
No,
The
Chris
guy
is
who
just,
doesn't want to be the boss.
Chris is just the guy that loves radio.
Exactly
he's,
right.
Yeah,
he's
he's
the
a
head of
Dodger
content.
fan who loves radio.
He's the head
Cappy,
of
you know what the
content.
great thing in 34 or 38 days is?
Tell me.
I won't have to deal with your media market scumbag ass anymore.
Then
How about that?
How are you going to get home?
Oh, that is
Yeah,
true.
that is a big problem for you. That is a big.
You're not
only-
going anywhere. You got
right.
job security.
Yeah, you're losing.
No,
you're
I'm-
losing your
my-
Uber.
No, my friends at Jackson Limo will help us.
Oh,
No.
really? Not that often.
For a month.
Yeah, not that
And
often.
they're not going to
pal.
let you eat pizza in the. No.
Well,
That
I've
is
been
true.
trying to do that and not do that as much with the carbs. You know what I
And he
mean?
falls asleep in the car. You know, first he eats 4 slices of pie, road pie. Then he falls asleep on me. You know, then I got to get him back to the Anaheim train station, where then he's got to decide which of his cars does he want to drive, because he parks all of his cars there.
Yep.
What, do
You know?
And
what,
then
what
he's
else
got-
do you want to talk about? What else do you want to say about my life?
And then the service is
gutless,
bad when you guys
Morales.
do your live.
Do you still drive Sexy Classy?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
No.
No.
I just think it's cool.
Well, how about
I think
this?
It's cool.
How about this? Let's get to Radio Tinder. Let's have Morales. Would you like to tell us a little more about Underdog, about how much more you're going to lose?
I'm not going to lose tonight. You know why I'm
gonna
not going to lose
win.
tonight? Because I got Jason Tatum lower than 29.5.
Oh, are you sure about that one?
Yeah.
Talk him out of it, Beto.
TJ McConnell lower than 9.5
Oh, no,
points.
over TJ.
No.
TJ's been balling.
I told you we're going lower tonight.
TJ's been
I
balling.
don't like
Wait,
that.
Who's
that-
TJ?
I don't like that.
Who's TJ?
Tyrese Halliburton higher than 18.5.
Oh, no.
That's a bad idea.
Siakam lower than 4.5 in the first quarter.
No.
Al Horford higher than 9.5.
Yeah, that's good.
That's how tonight I will get back in the winning way on Underdog Fantasy. I have told you the last 2 weeks that I'm having the time of my life. The first time I've ever played daily fantasy sports with Underdog Fantasy, a fan favorite way to play fantasy sports now that the playoffs are here. You can do the pick'em game. This is what you do. You pick between 2 and 5 players to build a pick'em entry. Select higher or lower on player stats, and if your picks hit, you can win up to 100 times your money. Bam! 100 times. Endless projections to choose from. You create your own experience. Remember, kids, it's legal in California, and it's a ton of fun to play along as you watch the games. Tonight is going to be the night. Tonight is going to be the night that I win all that money back. Underdog's super easy to play, and it's even easier to get started. Here's what you got to do. Promo code 710. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com or get their easy-to-use mobile app like I use. Sign up with promo code 710, and bam! Underdog's going to give you a mystery special pick to use on your first pick'em entry and a deposit offer. Here's the thing. Send me a screenshot of you putting promo code 710 in there, and at the Mandy's 3 coming up in about 32 days, we're going to take a picture together. And I probably would do that anyway, but I'll put an extra smile if you tell me you use Underdog Fantasy with promo code 710. Claim that new special, that new customer special of a mystery player pick and your deposit offer. Here's the legal stuff. Must be 18 plus and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Here's the thing. Promo code 710, Underdog Fantasy. Then you will be beautiful like me, man. Plan on a Live Imaging Tuesday. Presented by Kia Downtown LA. On Sedano and Kap coming up at 5 o'clock. ECF Game 1, we have it here, courtesy of ESPN Radio. I thought we were doing the Star Wars thing. That's fine.
We said that's exactly what you would say.
Well, I thought we just talked about it.
I know, but
The
then
A-team,
we
sucker.
were like, no, Chris wanted to play the A-team, so we'll play the A-team.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Oh, yeah. What about B.A. Baracus?
We like to
Yeah.
play a TV theme. When it's Radio Tinder time, we move it up, of course, because at 5:30 we'll be deep in playoff action on 710. Happy birthday. He's turned 72. He was on the A-team. Mr. T.
I pity the fool.
We are this show's the A-team.
Yeah.
Well, not when you're here, Beto, but when Sedano's here.
Yeah.
All due respect, I mean.
Oh, of course. if I'm here, you just know it's a mess. We know it's the summer when I'm here.
Beto.
Or holidays, or Cappy.
Yeah. You
Yes,
can follow her.
Beto.
Go ahead,
What
Cappy.
do you think about having B.A. Baracus, Mr. T, on the show?
Not right now.
I don't mean right now. I mean in the future.
Not right now.
Not at his age.
Really? You don't even want Mr. T, 72-year-old Mr. T? Hey, fool.
I'm kind of
Hey.
with Beto on this one because I feel like he's just at that point, he's been,
That's what we're going to say
You know.
when Mason and Ireland try to sign a new contract.
Oh,
this
now,
year.
Mason
Not
and
at
Ireland-
their age.
Now, if you want to put B.A. Baracus on that show, it works.
Really? I mean, retro, old school
Fuck
TV
us.
star? No?
Age-wise, it goes over there. 1 to 4.
Mr. T, I want you on the show, buddy.
I just think he's.
Hey, woman, listen here. Since your old man ain't got no heart, maybe you'd like to see a real man. I bet you stay up late every night dreaming you had a real man, don't you? I tell you what, bring your pretty little self over to my apartment tonight, and I'll show you a real man. You want it, you got it.
You want it, you got it.
And you
That's
know
how
also.
Cappy picked up Rachel.
Wait a minute, did we randomly have Mr. T in the system?
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
did.
Just-
Oh, that's
just have
amazing.
Mr.
Hey,
T
you know,
bites everywhere.
Cappy, you know who had a great scene right after that?
Who dat?
Jim Hill and Mr. T, because Jim Hill in Rocky 3 asked him, "What's your prediction for the fight?" And he said, "Bang!" That was Jim Hill.
Oh, that's
Nice.
right.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget about our sponsor, Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala. Got to say hi to the Cartosians today, and Heidi and Beto, the owners over there. They're going to be joining us at Mandy's 3, giving out segment of the year. By the way, have you voted at ESPNLA.com? We'll see if producer Lindsay and Radio Tinder wins for the 3rd straight year. Oh, by the way, Tequila Mandala, founded in the city of Downey. Just like me, sucker. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. All right, so this one comes from my favorite Reddit, the Am I the A-hole Reddit. And a woman is asking if she's the a-hole because what she discovered about her engagement ring. So her husband, or soon-to-be fiance, I guess, proposed to her with a beautiful engagement ring. She was gushing about it on social media and was crying because she was so happy. And then she found out from a mutual friend of her and her fiance's that he actually bought that ring for his ex-girlfriend. And in fact,
I like it.
he designed.
Well, you can't let it go to waste.
He designed said ring with the ex-girlfriend. So as soon as she found that out, she was like, "Oh hell no! You
Hell
gotta get
no.
me another ring." So she wants to know: is she the a-hole for asking him to get her a different ring? Cappy, you go first.
I'm going to swipe left and say, in this particular instance, she is not the a-hole
Wow.
for asking for a different ring. I think he's the a-hole for having the ring for the previous girlfriend. Now, did he ever give the ring to the previous girlfriend as a fiance? Do you know?
No, I guess they designed it together and they broke up before he asked.
Oh, all the worse. Honestly, here's what you do. Guys, if you're in this same situation, here's what you do. You take the ring to a jewelry exchange and you say, look, here's the ring, here's the metal, here's the color cut clarity, blah, 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 whatever you're supposed to say in diamond talk.
four
And then you
Cs.
trade it in.
Or you
you
say
trade it in.
rework it into
Yeah.
a different ring.
No, you can't be giving your new fiance your old fiance's ring, especially when you and her designed it together. I don't know. What do you say, Beto?
Absolutely agree with the Scott Kaplan. I mean, you cannot do that. That's
I mean,
just bad
if you guys
juju.
know that, then how did this guy not know that? Like, what a dummy.
I mean, don't you're giving him way too much credit.
Did you get the ring back from your ex-wife, Cappy?
Don't.
Well, they just went through it.
It was part of the settlement, right?
Sadly, unfortunately, not. Yeah.
Oh, so you can't give it to Rachel. Plus, but you know what? Rachel would design her ring. First
Oh,
of all,
yeah.
can you imagine?
She would buy the ring herself.
Yeah, exactly.
Good, and that means Cappy can get his Corvette.
Scott, you can't afford what I want.
Well, then that's her problem.
Well, it's like, do I get the ring or do I get the Corvette?
Corvette.
Or, how about this? No ring, no Corvette, boat.
Nah,
I'd go boat.
Boat's a lot of work.
You'll
man.
drive the Corvette every day.
Yeah.
You'll drive it to go get coffee. You'll drive it to yoga. You'll drive it to everywhere, Cappy.
Yeah, Beto, I got my eye on this white Corvette.
I thought we were going yellow.
Can you
Well, no,
imagine
it changed
Cappy
my
in a
mind.
Corvette just cruising
Yes, I can imagine that.
in Del Mar?
Oh, absolutely.
Wait,
Pulling
Cap-
up to the Del Mar.
Have
like
you ever had a white car, Cappy?
Yeah, I love white cars.
Oh, okay. I would say my last car was white, and it was such a pain to keep clean.
White
I like
Corvette
having a black one
with
better.
white wheels, cruising in Beverly Hills, just looking money.
silk shirt?
You know what? No shirt.
fresh
No
from
shirt.
Zap.
No shirt. Shirtless.
All right, Funch has got the next one.
Oh, he's here?
I'm here. Yeah.
What's up, Funch?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Why do you give Funch a hard time? He's your producer for Lakers
I
postgame.
know. He always does. It's
You-
a love-hate
you heard it.
relationship.
You
Love-hate
heard postgame this
relationship
year,
we
huh?
have, you know.
Come on.
That's why you give him a hard time, because you heard the post game, Beto. Oh
Listen,
my
we
God.
we started the show to build for year 2. Year 1 we knew would have some bumps.
All right, Fletch, what's up?
All right, guys, let's go. The Big Three Basketball League just announced that Greg Hardy will be there in their 2024 draft pool.
Oh, man.
So this will be the fourth sport that Hardy will try to get into. We know he was an NFL player, but he also has done MMA fights and also boxing fights as well. So question here, is Hardy doing too much? Swipe left or swipe right, Beto?
I'm going to swipe right. I think it's a great move for Greg Hardy because on Thursday, Team Combat League is in Long Beach, and I'm on the broadcast.
Look at that.
For Team
Look at
Hardy.
that.
Hardy
Self-promotion.
So this thing I'm doing is Team Combat League, where it's a team, and everybody fights one round. And that's it. Just one round, and there's like 16 different guys, and they keep the score like they would in boxing. Hardy's involved with this. Let's just say Hardy is nowhere near in shape, and they find him a guy who's also in his late 30s, 40s, whatever. And Hardy is fighting, and I'm working. So, hey, keep on doing it, Greg.
You know, I'm all for Greg Hardy doing this, man. I mean, listen, if you told me that I could still just be playing sports just for a profession, like they would pay me to play, even if it was like minor league stuff. And when I say minor league, no offense to the Big Three, but it's not the NBA, right?
Yeah.
So if you tell me that I could play basketball, I could play football, I don't want to fight because I don't want to hurt anybody. You know, I mean, it's not about me getting hurt.
You don't want to hurt anybody.
You know, I just don't want to hurt anybody,
Yeah.
you know?
Lethal weapon.
Yeah, I love it, man. Go on, Greg Hardy. Do your thing, brother.
He wasn't very good at MMA or boxing, right? Wasn't
Nope.
he like terrible? Doesn't he get knocked out every time, Beto?
Beto,
It's
what are you
facts.
doing?
It's
What are you doing,
facts.
Beto?
He's good.
His
Was
MMA
he
record
paying you himself
is
personally?
The same
I
post,
gotta
the same
call his
Lakers
fight.
postgame. You can't just check out for 30 seconds.
No, he's good. He's good. I'm calling his fight this week.
yeah,
He puts on a good
Team
show.
Combat. He puts on a good show.
his MMA record is 7 wins, 5 losses.
He's good. Good. Better than 500.
What about boxing? Hasn't he been knocked out every time?
That's what I'm calling on Thursday.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
All right.
All right,
What's
last one
next,
here.
Linz?
Woo, let me check what
I'm
time
going to do
here.
this one as a big deal or no deal since we are out early today and don't have time for a big deal or no deal because we're going to be joining the Eastern Conference playoffs, game 1. So we all know that Tom Brady is trying to purchase a minority stake in the Raiders. You know, Cappy's BFF, if you want to call him that. So last year...
Can you imagine the nonstop nonsense we'll have to deal with from JT the Brick then?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
By the way, he never responded to my thing when I called him out on Twitter the other day about his crappy golf take.
What was his crappy golf
Remember when he
take?
was knocking ESPN Plus?
Okay. And then what did you say?
I said, what are you out of your mind? ESPN Plus is the greatest gift for golfers. And then
Okay.
he didn't respond. We've got 26 million subscribers, and he didn't respond.
Wow.
He had to go do Vegas radio, which is where you're going to be in 38 days, Cappy. Go
No,
ahead,
but
Vince.
that's me and Tom Brady. Tom Brady's going to own the Raiders, and I'm going to be
Well,
talking about him
wait,
every
wait,
day.
not
He
so
welcomed me
fast.
into the black hole, into Raider Nation last year.
He
and
may
now-
be excommunicating you from the black
Not
hole.
so fast, Cappy, because so we heard how there were some delays in him being approved by the rest of the NFL owners because they have to vote to approve it. Well, now they were getting ready to vote again on whether or not he would be approved for the sale, and apparently the other owners think that there's a conflict of interest now that he's going to be Fox's, top game analyst. They said that the conflict of interest has to do with a fiduciary duty to the Raiders while also getting access to proprietary information regarding the team's opponents and competitors. So I never thought of that before, but I mean, that does make a lot of sense. So do you guys think that Tom Brady is ever going to own any stake in the Raiders? Swipe left or swipe right? Oh, wait, I said it was big deal or no deal. So, pick one. Pick one.
Beto, will Tom Brady ever own a piece of the Raiders?
I'm going to swipe left because it is not a big deal because he has no chance.
I like how you worked those both in. Thank
Yeah,
you.
here for you. Because if he was going to happen, they would have made it happen. Tom Brady, everybody bends over to give him whatever he wants, right? Like, here you go, Tom. Here you go. The world is yours. There's a reason there's been so many snags on this, and I think they're going to find some more with this.
Yeah, I tend to agree with Beto. I actually think that ultimately the league and the owners are like, wait a second, hold on a second. This guy's going to be in everybody's facility. He's going to be talking to everybody's coach, everybody's player, and he could very easily be calling the Raiders and going, hey, guess what? I was over in Denver this week, and guess what they do, and guess what they say, and guess what I've seen. I mean, I had never really thought about that, like a competitive advantage, but that does make some sense.
So, Kathy, since you did the games before, like on the sidelines, like, isn't there a lot of they're not going to like reveal their schemes, obviously, to like the announcer, but there's stuff that you probably think that the other team would benefit from knowing, correct?
I would think that people would see Tom Brady coming and they'd be like, listen, this is the guy who played for the guy who ran Spygate, and now he's in our building and he's a part owner of the Raiders. Don't let him anywhere near our place. So I just don't think it's going to happen. And I think ultimately what will happen is he'll get a piece of the Patriots at some point in his life.
Wait, didn't that happen to A-Rod? Or remember he's a broadcaster, but he was also an advisor for a baseball team? And that they were holding him up, like he couldn't go to certain places in certain parts?
I think you're right.
Something like that.
I think you're right. I'm pretty sure.
Quarter in front of 5 o'clock. That's Radio Tinder, presented by Tequila Mandala. Always swipe right on Tequila Mandala. Award-winning small batch, premium sipping tequila, made from the finest mature agaves, available wherever fine tequilas are sold, or visit tequilamandala.com. Up your game and demand the extraordinary with Tequila Mandala. If we make it up to the Stadium Club tonight, I know Mandala is served at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah,
correct, Amundo?
Yes, it is.
Can't wait. Plus, 5 o'clock, the Eastern Conference Finals, Game 1. Cappy, I do know one thing I will for sure be sipping on tonight at Dodger Stadium.
Which is?
An ice-cold Coors Light.
Dude, I got one right here in my hand, right here, right now. When you know that when you look at the Coors Light can, that silver bullet can, when those mountains turn blue, man, that means it is icy cold Coors Light time. And I will just tell you this, cold, crisp, clean, refreshing, and my favorite adjective to describe Coors Light, crushable. That's right, crushable. Now, here's what I want you to do. Visit the website, CAChooseChill.com, CAChooseChill, because that's what we're all about. We're about chilling. We're about cheering on our favorite teams. We're about pursuing championships. CAChooseChill.com to find out where you can get your Coors Light, which is everywhere, and even how you can have it delivered to your house. CAChooseChill.com. And when drinking icy cold Coors Light, always celebrate responsibly.
Exactly right, Cappy. You just heard Radio Tinder. Are you going to vote for it for best segment? Vote now at ESPNLA.com. Click on the logo that says Mandy's 3 voting. It's real simple. Presented by our friends at Norman Legal. Our friend Joseph S. Norman, 213-747-2000. Injury attorneys you can trust. Para la familia. It's just like family over there, okay? Vote early, vote often for Mandy's 3. Final segment of Sedano and Cappy next. 9 minutes in front of 5 o'clock. Final segment. When you hear this song, you know it's our final segment, homeboy or homegirl. We get ready for the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 1. Sedano on the play-by-play courtay of ESPN Radio.
No.
Oh, not on the play, on the sidelines. Yeah.
Sidelines.
We'll walk you up to that game, 5 o'clock. Plus, it's LAFC playing somebody tonight at 7 p.m. on the all-new ESPN LA app. Homeboy. You didn't think I was going to hit it, Cappy?
I thought I might have stepped on it there for a second. Taking on the Loudon Londons.
The Loudon Londons.
The Loudon Londons.
I just loaded all the imaging. I see the imaging in there. We good.
We all good right now
We all good. Enjoy the game.
for LAFC versus Loudon.
Have a Dodger dog for me.
Hey, by the way, I want to give you one piece of advice about these Dodger dogs tonight.
They're horrible.
Okay? Actually, they're not horrible. They're just super salty.
Yeah.
You know? And I love it when the bread is like really, really like soft and moist, you know, because it's in that like tin foil thing
Right.
that keeps it. But I'm going to tell you right now, Christopher, I want to hear tomorrow that you went to the Yamavad dugout section.
I'm not doing that. I'm not going to pull the scam that you did.
You can't do that tonight.
What kind of scam?
I'm not doing what you do.
Well, it's not a scam when you just walk in like you own the joint.
I don't need to.
You can't do that on bobblehead night. Too
Yeah.
crowded.
Super
Oh, really?
crowded, and
Yeah,
I
too
don't
crowded.
I don't have a special thing around my neck, so I'm not even going to try to play the game. But real quick,
You're not wearing a necklace?
not like your necklace. Special guest is in studio with us. I mentioned that I'm going to the game with my life. I say the word best friend a lot, but he's my life best friend, and you guys all know him. The great Sammy Batesh is in studio.
Sammy!
Hello, everybody. How we doing?
Shmuley.
This may be hashtag LBF. I think that could be a new term, right? I mean, instead of BFF, you're saying life best friend.
Oh yeah,
right?
life best
LBF.
friend. I didn't know if that was like a Lindsay baseball.
No.
thing.
Although
I was going to
did
say,
have
I
a
feel like I get a
question.
lot of LBs.
Okay,
so.
no LBF.
Now here's real quick. We were talking about engagement rings earlier.
Did you get
And-
one for Sam?
No,
Not yet.
I would
We
let
had
you know.
We had a promise ring. I think we did.
At one point, yeah. Early on. I was young. He took advantage of me. But he asked producer Lindsay, since she's the female here, that if you break up with somebody, you're engaged, right? And you break up an
break
engagement.
off an engagement. If you
Break
break
off an
off an
engagement. A month or two before the wedding, Cappy, does that person get to keep the ring?
2 months before, to be technical here, Cappy.
And that person happened to be my best friend at the time.
Through me, but yes.
And she kept the ring that you got her?
So yes, she did. So engaged, break the engagement 2 months before the wedding, officially 2 months.
You did.
Yes,
You broke
well,
it
yes,
up.
I did.
But you
not
didn't.
for anything dramatic.
Okay, did you
No,
do
I
something
mean,
wrong?
No.
Did you do something wrong?
Don't give
No.
details. Just
I'm
you
just
broke
saying.
it
I
up.
want
Did I do anything
details.
wrong? Yeah, I broke off the engagement.
No. Besides that, like, was it because there was some type of infidelity or
Nope.
something like scandalous?
Nope.
Infidelity is not a reason to break up.
That's amazing. But no, Lindsay, nothing salacious.
Okay, so if that's the case, then you broke up with her. I
Yes.
think that she could keep the ring because that's like that's kind of how that goes. But
What, it's a parting gift?
no,
So it's something
no,
that it
because-
goes to replay basically,
No,
and then we
'cause
decide later.
He broke. No. He broke up with her. So
Yes,
like
true.
technically, I feel like it's not. It's not. You shouldn't ask for the ring back for sure.
I didn't.
And I think that if she was a good person, she would volunteer to give it back. However, if she wants to keep it, I would be like, whatever.
Yeah,
That's
there's
my thoughts.
Depends. How much? How much for the ring?
I mean, I certainly dropped more than I had on anything else in my life to that point.
All right, you should have gotten it back.
Wait. Also, was all the wedding stuff like?
We had
Invitations were out.
No. That was a
paid
save.
for-
That was
who
a save
paid
the
for
date.
all that stuff?
That was a save the date.
Okay.
And there were wedding invitations on the floor that did not go out.
Okay,
Okay.
The
but you
invitations
do?
paid
did
for
not
them.
go out.
Did you pay for them?
I actually technically paid for those invitations. Yes.
Welcome to 710, Sam.
I'm just saying. A lot-
Sam, did you leave in the middle of the night?
No.
You went to get cigarettes and never
Yeah,
came back.
exactly. And there was no reply all on the email.
You know who he should have sent, Cappy, to go get that ring?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in this business, but Avner Gatt.
Oh, dude, Avner Gatt would have taken care of that, no problem. Now, it's not really what he does, okay? But if he had to, he would. Because, Sam, listen, if you ever get into a situation where you find yourself and you've got an emergency at your house, you are a good guy, okay? Even though you're friends with a bad guy, all right? You're a good guy, and you pay your homeowner's insurance every month like you're supposed to, and then all of a sudden you have this massive emergency, and then your homeowner's insurance doesn't want to pay you what they're supposed to pay you. That's when you call Avner Gatt. Now, he has not ever dealt with, that I know, retrieving somebody's engagement ring. But I'll just say it like this. Nobody, and I mean nobody, messes with Avner Gatt and his team. So if you find yourself in this situation where your insurance company is saying, nah, we'll give you like 10 grand, but you know it's 100 grand, you call Avner Gatt. He goes and gets that money. 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256, or avnergatt.com. And Sam, when he calls, or when you call him, he answers the phone himself, and you know what he says?
What's he got for me?
Hello!
3 minutes in front of 5 o'clock. It's so good every time.
I wasn't expecting that good one.
By the way, Sedano said this morning when he was on the phone with me for 20 minutes that I didn't have at Union Station. I was at Union Station.
What time was this?
This was like 7:55.
Okay. He got me early, too, today.
Well, when he's on the East Coast, you can't fight back on Sedano.
Right.
He knows you're in the train.
Yeah, he had that Dunkin' Donuts. He
I'm
was fired
surprised
up.
he didn't call us today.
No,
Like,
he
on
got
the
me at
show.
8:22.
Well, he said he was going to call after he spent 12 minutes ripping corporate Greg to me.
He's busy talking to Amin.
Amin? Does he still talk to Amin?
Yeah, he was on the court with him.
Oh, okay.
8:22 this morning, he got me.
He wanted to tell you the tea about JJ, but then he said not for air, not for air,
Oh.
not for air.
Well, I won't say anything for air, but I'll just say this. I can't wait for these playoffs to end. I hope that the day after the finals, I hope they announce JJ the day after. Or, even better yet, presuming that JJ is done after the Eastern Conference Finals, which I'm sure he is, because he's not going to call the NBA Finals.
Why wasn't he?
Why isn't he?
He's on the broadcast.
They're on ABC.
Yeah.
Is he? Oh, is he part of that? He's part of that Breen
He's on the
Doris.
A-team.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on the A-team.
You know what? The day. In fact, you know what? If the Lakers, if they've got any sense of showmanship, and I know they do, announce it while he's still on the broadcast, so that everybody's talking about him.
They could, because they changed the rule where in the past, like, you had to wait. Everybody in the NBA had to wait until the season ends to do any like coaching hires or free agency moves or re-signing your own players. But now, if your team gets bounced from the final or the playoffs, you're allowed to like re-sign your own guys and hire coaches. So they could if they wanted to.
Does anybody here think that the Lakers are not hiring JJ Redick?
Well, he's a young Pat Riley. I mean, come on. That was the report. That was what Sedano was mentioning. The report that came out this morning.
Today's story in the Athletic. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's a young Pat Riley. You know, Pat Riley was in the broadcast booth, and then he became a great coach. And
except Pat Riley had Jerry West behind him as his mentor.
Right.
Okay. He had a rookie Magic Johnson, or 1 year. He had been in the league 1 year. You had Kareem. You had a team that had already won a championship.
Hey, but don't you want a coach who's the same age as his star player?
But JJ's playing career is nowhere near
That's
what
Sam
Riley's
Patesh
was.
back in. I like
Sam
that.
here. Apologies, but I had to jump in on the JJ.
No, it's
bit.
Come on, Sammy.
Absolutely.
We got 30 seconds.
That's
to
right.
go.
Did
We're
you guys
out of
also
gas,
know, by the way,
so-
that Eastern Conference Finals
Hey,
in
Cappy,
the NBA, but in the
text me for the
NHL
price
it's
picks.
final. It's
I didn't
singular.
know that. I
So
didn't
it's
know.
Chris
Florida
for future
and
imaging.
the Rangers?
Yeah. Yeah, Eastern Conference Final,
Yeah.
no S.
No, send me that 16 one you got for price picks.
Oh, you want to see it?
Yeah, man.
All right, it's already on. Unfortunately, some of it's already on. The Hey, Sam. By the way, it's great to see you. Will we see you at the Mandy's again this year?
100%.
Probably.
Okay.
Absolutely there.
All right, Cappy. Beto, great job. Producer
job,
D,
Cappy.
producer Lindsay. Eastern Conference Finals. Game 1, courtesy of ESPN Radio on KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.